Goodbye, Kyle.
Said what I said, and I'm not changing on it, okay?
Goodbye, Kyle.
Who asked for this?
Here comes Peter bucking up his chest at me like he gonna do something.
Goodbye, Kyle.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the taste.
Who asked for this?
It could have been a scheme that Todd set up.
Goodbye, Kyle.
Hello. Happy Wednesday. We are back. It's your girl, Brandy Janae, and Miss Angela. We're on the curve, okay? And we are back with another review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 17, The Reunion, Part 1. Finally, we have gotten down to the reunion, child.
Thank you, Lord.
Okay? It seemed like it took us forever, okay?
It did. I mean, it seemed like it was a long season to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the season was pretty good, but I don't know. I was just kind of waiting for the reunion to happen.
I agree. I agree. We do have our poll up. Of course, let us know what you are rating this week's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think I did the same one from last week, but I'll figure that out next time. But we'll still keep the poll going, okay? So let us know what you think of this week's episode. So we did kind of go through the ladies' fashions. I kind of want to start just with an overview. We're not going to look at any of the fashions, but because we've already seen them. So I just want to ask, out of all the girls, sit down, Prince Michael Jackson. Sit down. You sit. You see he being bad. Who do you think understood the assignment? Who understood the assignment? It was Scotland theme. I'm gonna say I really did. I understood. Like I feel like them individually. I knew that it had to be a Scotland type of theme, colors. But I was interested to see what it was going to look like with everybody together. And I thought as the ladies sat on the couch, honey, they looked real good all together. I mean, as a whole, they did.
I thought everybody, looked nice from the front. I hate Kellie dress from the back. I really do. I hate it.
Yeah, it was doing a lot in the back. So I guess it was the worst look. You know what? I'm gonna say K. Michelle understood the assignment for me. The reason why, especially her as a new housewife, as I was watching the episode, I kind of thought to myself, like, okay, girl, you got the aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like, where Shamia kind of, even though I love Shamia's look, don't get me wrong, and I think her look is, up, like she doesn't look bad, but reason why I'm giving it to K. Michelle is just because her coming from a different genre, she didn't overdo, even though it's kind of simplified, but I think she just hit it right on the head for me.
Oh, I didn't like it. Really, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe, don't get me wrong. I thought her hair color looked pretty on her. I just didn't like the red and green. I didn't. It just looked Christmas. She looked like a Christmas tree to me.
I thought Poison Ivy.
I didn't like it. I mean, not that it was ugly. It looked good on her. It just was not my favorite. I would say Shamia's dress looks great standing up. It looks like she's doing this. Like it's hard to move in.
Yeah.
As she's sitting. It looks like it's got her doing something. It doesn't look, what they say, it don't sit well. It's like she looks stiff.
Yeah.
Out of the looks, if I had to say a look that I really, really liked, like in their own pictures, I would say Phaedra's.
Okay.
I like with all that. I thought that she looked nice. I liked her hair. It looked nice. I like Porsha's. I just don't like that big boa thing. I didn't care for that. I mean, it's not bad, but I think out of all the ladies, I thought Phaedra, to me, I liked her look the best. Her overall look. Her hair.
Well, listen, guys, y'all drop down in the comments and let us know who was your favorite look from the reunion, who was the worst dress, and did you like the look as it all came together? I know I said to myself, like, this should teach Giselle a lesson to mind the business that pays you, honey, because we know you get self-producing, but nobody asks for your input on these reunion things. And I think she spoke a little too soon about what she was looking at. But they say Giselle can't dress anyway, so I'm not sure that if anybody took what she said to her anyhow. Let's go and get into the reunion, child. So the ladies are showing up, ready to get themselves done. Andy is going around. We see him pop in with Porsha. We see Shamia pop in with Kellie. They do their little twerk session, I guess. Kellie talk about how she had a malfunction with the dress. Her cootie cat might have been sticking out, but I guess she got that all together. And then the ladies arrive on the couch. Pinky comes on out looking like the church mother that she is, but she goes ahead and lets us know very quickly that she is expecting a baby. So congrats.
I'm pretty sure they knew that backstage.
I'm sure somebody here to know, because baby,
that face is
what in the Ashley story is this? I did not need to know who she was wearing, because we all know that is Ashley Stewart's finest.
I was like, but I like the fact when they come in undone. And they're getting done up. I said, "Oh, this is so cute." I was like, "Look at Pinky either getting a perm or getting her hair dyed."
I think what I think she was doing actually was probably was refreshing that color. But when you bring your blonde up, you tone it. So I think that's what she was doing, is toning her color. So because she probably did do a fresh, because she ain't got no hair. So I'm sure she keep that color. When you got color like that, you got to keep it fresh.
I said, I'm used to them getting
like gray. It'll turn like yellow and stuff.
But I'm used to them like maybe getting their hair done, but not getting it washed and all that there.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, this is really like giving, like black girls."
Pinky ain't got that much hair. Like,
no.
She can bend over in the sink and wash that out.
I'm not used to seeing that. So I just said it really gave black girl, when people see like when black girls are getting ready, all the things that we're doing.
Yeah, like you say, go from A to Z, honey. Like, because you're right. We like most times we might wake up. Look, I know I wake up with my bonnet on, my mask on.
I like
get
that.
yourself together. We got to see Jarvis.
Yes.
So what did you think? I was not impressed, but here's the deal with me. I know Carla, even though I have not watched the full episode of the interview, and honestly, I guess I'm gonna go and watch it at some point, because I'm like, I'm not sure if I even want to watch it, because that whole standard thing with Kellie, I'm just like, I don't have time for the delusion.
It was a good interview, and Kellie is very likable.
Okay, well, I guess I'll watch it at some point. But I wasn't impressed with Jarvis simply because I don't really have any. I don't know what to put on him, expect. So for me, it was just her boyfriend showing up. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't impressed, and he looks pretty regular to me. That's no shade to him, but I don't know. Like I'm interested to know, where did they meet? Like, did they meet at the gas station or something? Because
you didn't get paying attention. Shamia's supposed to hook them up.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. She did say that, right? But he looked pretty regular.
Yeah. He looked better
exactly. So I guess, and they did their hard launch on Instagram after the show aired on Sunday. So there's that. So we saw Jarvis. Hey. Okay, so what else happened after that? What else did I want to get into? We talk about Porsha. And but what happened before then? Because it was something else I needed to bring up. I should have put the note in.
Andy went around asking questions, and one of the things that stood out was Drew talking about her little nip and tuck, and she said her ass is not leaking.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I feel like Drew is always firing off shots, and I feel like, to me, that
she
Drew
fires them well though. I like she told Kellie,
yes,
don't
I
get
feel
mad.
I feel like that Drew is going to try to overtalk and want anything that's really about her and her husband that I can't speak about.
But
And
maybe she honestly can't though. Because I do feel like this. If she was able to, I think she would. Also, I think too that because let's say it's her choice. Like maybe let's say she don't have a gag order on this divorce or whatever. But the type of person that Ralph is, I could see myself leaving him out, and talking about him as little as possible as well.
No, I think they need to be asking her why she couldn't get the kids to school.
Well, yeah, now maybe they could have, asked a little bit more, like in that type of way.
Because even the way she was defending, even the way she was trying to go up for Black, I thought, what? Really?
Well, she looked like she was scared when Porsha asked about the empty chair, Andy said, oh yeah, that's for Black. And she kind of had this look on her face like, say what now? Now the one thing that I did take from this reunion, K. Michelle she's showing up and she is, I guess, there in alert. But for me, I had a real hard time following her story. I don't understand what her deal is with Porsha and this guy, Nash. I kind of agree with Porsha in the sense of you came like fully married. Why am I coming to discuss some guy you dated? Now, when she went into explaining that her and Cashlin ain't never breaking up, and she says the same thing, all the men cheat, and so she not leaving her man over a little cootie cat, which I don't know if she want a pat on the back, because that sounds just real sad to me. Every time she say it, I get sadder and sadder for her. I don't feel like high-fiving her on that, but she's saying like she's expecting a high five anyway. But I'm kind of like Andy, like, well, why don't you just go and call that an open marriage? Because I don't really understand why you're having all these conversations about these other people that you dated in the past when you fully married to this man. And so I'm just really having a hard time. It's like you made your own storyline up in your own head. And now here you are at the reunion trying to explain it to us. And I'm having a hard time trying to follow.
Girl. Honey, the people in her head was gave her all that because
you should have gave us all the memo, okay? Because I'm not following. But I thought Drew, kind of making the shot about it's not leaking. I thought it was funny. Maybe it's because I have a dark sense of humor and maybe I do laugh at stuff I'm not supposed to. But I think I am laughing specifically because I'm a little tired of K. Michelle with this butt thing too. Like,
yeah, I don't mind Drew saying it, but then don't start talking about people body shaming because you're already coming in that way. So then you already told everybody's been body shame somebody on that show. So all of a sudden now we can't body shame. When we start talking about your little nip tuck and but you call other girls.
Now, I'm going to defend just a small bit because I agree with what you're saying, right? I agree that you can't have it both ways, okay? So, right, you can't have it both ways. But I appreciate Porsha kind of pointing out that I feel like on one end, Drew, as opposed to a lot of different other housewives, I feel like they only making it able to say what they've gotten because in some kind of way it's become popularized. And Mia probably is to think about that, because that happened in her exchange with Wendy when she started to list off all the stuff she had, and she was not shameful about it, you know. So all of a sudden, at that point, Wendy was holding on to the fact that she had got her butt done as if you wouldn't be able to see it. However, she wasn't being forthcoming with it.
Wendy got her chest done too, didn't she?
Right. She had invited the girls over about the boobs, but she had kept the butt to herself. She didn't reveal that until after Mia went down the line about, oh, I had this done, that done, woo, woo. And so I'm saying that I noticed after Mia did that, it seems to me that a lot of the other girls seem to be, in a small way, a little bit more forthcoming about whatever work they've done. I'm not here to say whether they should or should not, you know, kind of fill us in about what work they've had done. But I agree, so I'm going back to Drew. Drew, in my opinion, different than a lot of the ladies who have had work, is being very transparent about it. And I guess because other people will act like you haven't been looking at their body for the time frame that you have, and then they pop out like, "Oh, this is it," you know. And at least for her, she just and maybe it could be a scheme that Ty set up so she could get paid, you know, or maybe that was how she paid for the surgery, you know, like to post it and document it also. Either way, it still gives a vulnerability that none of those other ladies has given. We ain't seen nobody else's, you know what I mean, pictures before they got their surgeries done in that way. So I kind of was agreeing that I think that part was a little bit too far. And that's the part that I would call body shaming. But the other stuff, I don't necessarily consider that body shaming, what they do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, I did think Kellie went too far in that. But, I mean, also, you know, it is fair game, but I'm saying I think she went too far. Oh. Not that Drew should be hurt or whatever, you know, because it is what it is. You put them out there anyway. But I think for you to, you know, take them and repost, like, that's a mean action to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all I mean. That she was being mean and it is mean. That's it.
When she reposted it after Drew went to the dang her business.
I guess I can't even remember what that timeline really was.
Yeah, I think so.
But I mean, they was taking shots at each other. Like, I'm not condemning Kellie about it, but I am kind of saying, like, to say, like, well, now we're just gonna shame the girl for, you know, having, you know, for showing her natural body, because you probably ain't gonna, well, Kellie would, as she said, but most people not, you know what I mean, clearly. So get a girl, I don't know, it is what it is. Like I said, I do distinguish the two as two different things. I don't think them going back and forth at each other was body shaming like that, but I do think that part was body shaming.
Mm-hmm. I think it was body shaming for Bravo to even show the damn picture. Why are they playing with Drew like that?
That's true, and you're right, because they didn't have to show it.
They showed it.
Yeah, you're right. We could all went back to our memory on that one.
Exactly. Posted up there. I'm like, damn.
So I guess it was Bravo body shaming then.
Yeah. Because that didn't even happen on the episode.
No, it did not. And the same with the Jasmine Crockett and Phaedra conversation, clearly. So funny how you brought it up, because that's what I was like, no, I don't remember seeing it at all. Luckily, I did not go back to try to find it.
I wasn't. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I must have blinked or something when that was on. But so appears that she is gonna throw her hat in the ring. You know, Phaedra's a smart girl. I'm not sure what her campaign would be, but I'm sure whatever it is, is something we could all get behind. So I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah.
remember when they went
And I
to
think-
Washington D.C.
I think she has the personality that can be in that arena. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think she can sit in a lot of different spaces. And,
Yeah.
and yes, be able to talk the talk. And because even when they they go to Florida and they met with what's her name, Frederica, the lady
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
hat, they met with her.
Mhm.
And then when they did the thing when they went to Washington,
They went to the DNC.
so yeah, go ahead, Fred. I think that's good.
Yeah.
The more the merrier. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk bad. What else happened? Let's go.
And we have let's see here. So Andy did his round on everybody. And he asked Kellie about her dress. Was it time for it?
Right.
I'm like, shit, girl, that thing like it was made by a damn 8th grader. I'm not even lying. I hate the back of that damn dress. I'm like, Kellie, what standard are we setting here, girl?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't look bad from the front, but that back, it looks undone.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Drew telling Kellie she needs to get her breasts undone.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I feel like Drew in this episode is going to try to always have one on top and want to talk over it. I feel like. One thing I would say about Kellie on that couch that she's on, Kellie the loudest one over there, and she ain't afraid to get in the shit.
For sure.
I appreciate that, and I like the back and forth between.
Shamia started off on defense. You know, one thing that I would want to ask Shamia is, why are you so defensive? What are you defending for real? Because it's getting old for me.
What was he defending? Go ahead.
The Happy Pride to Porsha.
Didn't Andy ask her about it?
Yeah, but she's like, just kind of, she just had this defensive like stance. Like we hadn't got to her package yet, so you know what I mean. It's not time for her to talk. So I'm saying that when that came around to her about saying Happy Pride, she just had this defensiveness that it's almost like you don't understand what Porsha was saying. Like, well, she said it to me. I felt like it was shady. I think everybody took it as you being shady. Like, not that it wasn't true, but it did feel like shade from the viewpoint we saw with that. And so sometimes I just get annoyed with her because it's like, why can't you just accept that for that, and then you just say whatever it is you have to say? I don't know why her stance is this defensive stance. I want her to get out of that.
Okay. So on that little interview she had to do around like a fire shot or whatever on everybody. And so they said Porsha's name. She said Happy Pride. So when it Pride Month, I don't understand. And she gay. What's the difference? She said she gay. So I don't know how much. What
I'm saying, I think, is that even if you say do something and your intent is not whatever a person perceives it, why are you not able to accept their perception? Because you don't jump into somebody's brain and make them think something different. So it's like, why can't you receive that and let that be? That's what I mean.
Andy asked her about it. She didn't bring it up. Andy did. He asked her. So what should she have said?
Andy asked her after he brought it up, but it was going to be a question. I'm saying she still had a defensive stance. Like, she answered, right? But she still had there was a tinge of defensiveness, as opposed to having, like, she could have explained that it didn't have to take them 4 minutes or 3 minutes to get there. You know what I mean? Like, that could have been just what you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I mean. It was just like, where you and Porsha stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know that it doesn't even matter what it is, right? Like, even in that, like you answer Happy Pride, you know that girl gonna take it some type of way, like, cause she just same as how she try not to speak on you. I think she wants you to return that favor. Now you don't have to do it, but all you got to do is just receive that a person gonna take you what you got to say as shady, and then leave it there. Cause that's what I mean. That's the problem with her. That's why I hope we ain't in store for a whole nother apology. But it's like you're not willing to receive that the people just gonna perceive it that way, and you ain't got nothing to defend because that's for them. So even after that,
I said what I said and been done with it.
Huh?
So you think she should have just said, "I said what I said" and been done with it?
I mean, because you are with a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because if that's what she meant. Yeah. But like she said, she like, well, if you could take the rainbow cake from Drew, like, why is it that I got to be shady? Which that's a valid point. But why the fuck you asking that stupid ass question? Because you know why she's taking it as shady. You see what I'm saying?
Girl.
That's why you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know why. So stop. Like that.
Oh, I guess I kind of just flew over that. It didn't irritate
me.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe so. Just annoyed me because I'm up to here with you and this.
No, the only thing that kind of got my little perks up, I said, boy, it seems like Angela is really working hard. I'm not lying. Because it don't seem like she had much going on.
Who's Gary? Huh? She didn't pull Gary out the bag. What Andy say? Who's Gary?
I said, damn.
The man that's suing you. And then guess what? They done came out with the damn papers.
I think that, like Carlos King said, she need not to be playing Inspector Gadget.
No, I think so too. I think she's going way too far with this. Yes. Also, because it seemed to be that whatever you getting bits and pieces, and then putting the wrong thing together. It seemed like so. I'm gonna say. And also, that's not what we watch the Housewives for.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't want to see anybody's reputation be ruined.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I want to see fun shade. I want to see shit that I can't do. I want to see shopping. I want to see big trips. I want to see stuff that's aspirational. I don't want to see a bunch of catty bullshit I can go out and do.
Right, exactly.
I want to see something with like, oh, look what they,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Lifestyle of the rich and famous.
Okay, because baby, they sure be inspiring me, honey. If it wasn't for them doing Dinner in the Sky, I probably never would have known it existed.
Did you know about this film?
Oh, yeah, seriously. Like when they did it and we was going to Spain, it's the first thing I looked for. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Exactly. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is seeing stuff that we as normal, hardworking people can't do. Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying, I hope next season we get past a lot of the real dark stuff and we start seeing them do fabulous shit. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see,
especially with K. Michelle, because she did. So Andy asked her like what was her regrets from the season. Thank God she did some sort of self-reflection, or somebody got in her ear, because she would do everything different. Which
girl, you want that here, don't you?
Right, because like. I forgot to bring this up during our last review, because I think she was saying something to Shamia about the type of friendship that they have. And I had the thought, like, where? Like, why is it that this friendship that you're talking about you have with these girls, why we don't see it? Like, everything is happening off camera, and yeah, girl, you're doing it backwards. Like, You're not on here to, I mean, you can make friends, but it's supposed to be filmed. You know?
Exactly. What Porsha said, you doing the confessionals on Twitter?
Yeah. Like, right, who was going to get that? We just think you're a basket case at this point. Because going back to Kellie with that, and listen, I'm all good. Like I said, I'm all for everybody just thinking the highest of themselves. But at a certain point, like, there is some kind of like, hello, we 17 years in. You ain't figured out how this goes? Like, yeah, come on, girl.
Yeah.
No.
On a reality
show was on something else, and I don't know what. Well, she was too busy. I don't know, trying to deactivate all the bombs or whatever that she thought was around. Like, she was too busy looking out, putting out fires that wasn't even there.
There wasn't even no smoke.
Right.
It was nothing.
And that whole exchange with Porsha about the guy. And that's what I'm saying. She confused me because at first you were saying to her, like, well, you should have came and told me that y'all was dealing. But then somehow you end up saying, but I figured out that I shouldn't be listening to no man. So I was just like, so what you saying to her that it,
and why does it matter? I can see maybe next season if they was to throw that in a discussion or something, but why does it matter? And I'm just meeting you and you freshly married. You got married yesterday.
Right.
So
right. Like, how you even got time to even
in the front of your brain?
Time to be in your ear about what you even filming because you are a newlywed, right? Like, why is he still on your line, girl? That's why she had to say that Cash shouldn't call her doing some shit too, because you keep putting your own self out there. Like, you just dogging this man out. That man ain't running around sleeping with nobody. That's you.
According to her, she can't perform because she can't go through all them surgeries.
Girl, well, whenever she able to, that's what she running around doing. Because you got more boyfriends and you got this husband y'all have been off and on for the last 30 years, and you got 5 fiancés in the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
Kellie Michelle don't go sit her raggedy ass down, but she did look good. On that
yes. No, I'm not saying she looked bad. I just didn't care for her look the least. I mean, not the least, but I think it was Kelly.
But that whole exchange with her and Porsha just really was confusing for me. I know that I can be a Porsha stan. I don't deny that, but I do just kind of say, like, Lord, sometimes, I just watch people give people a lot of credit. And, well, needless to say, Meg Thee Stallion and First Lady Michelle Obama happened to mention Porsha on a podcast about how the girl's just doing her bad. So that did not have to
And the thing when Porsha was going back and forth with her, and K. Michelle said that Carlos King basically led Porsha to say these things, and Porsha was like, "Nah, you newbies do shit like that." Because she said everything that come out of her mouth, there's a reason for every word. She's not to handle that. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, because you, ma'am, we don't know. Seems like K. Michelle is talking in circles. We don't understand.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. You don't know Porsha to be sitting. She on random tweet. She don't do a bunch of interviews. You know what I mean? Like, she did sit down with Carlos King, but you don't see her doing. And she do the Bravo stuff, but that's pretty much about it. You know what I mean? Like, she
can't be led nowhere.
That's why she's a freaking star. She behaves the way a reality star should. She lets everything play out in it like the way that it should. Even though she got her life and stuff go on, but she doesn't overly participate. You know what I mean? Like, in that. Because it throws us off, girl. Like, what are you doing? Like, And you had all of this time to say all of this shit right there.
And also, I think Angela should get her ass up out of the comment section.
Yeah.
Stay out of it. I mean, girl. I mean, leave the folks, put your shit up or whatever, but leave the people be. And let them down there tussle. She need to just come out.
Yeah.
I mean, why are you down there arguing or going, not even really going back and forth, but trying to explain yourself? I wasn't even doing that shit.
Yeah,
I like how Carlos King said, Giselle, do what the fuck she do. She ain't in the comments. She don't give a damn. This is a job.
Yeah, right. But that's now I have to give it to them. Like when we talk about housewives and like the stars, like the housewives that are stars, it is generally the ones that, I mean, Nene aside, because we know Nene had her things with her Twitter fingers and stuff. But most of them that do well, they do well because they don't participate in it, and that's just that. But here's the deal. If you was an actor on a sitcom, you would behave the same way, because whatever that character is and whatever that character did, you're not sitting around trying to answer for the character. You know what I mean? Like, no, somebody wrote that, there's a purpose for all of that. And kind of the same, even though I know we're talking about reality TV, and we're not going to, let's give Drew, here I go. I thought Pops was banned from the set, but Drew with her cut, honey, like, cut it out, right? Like, okay, Drew, now, like, she is performative, I believe, because she's an actress by nature. So she just is able to do that. It lands. It's a funny thing. You know what I mean? It's not what Kenya does, or did in her time with the props. And
I think Kenya was mean-spirited with her.
She definitely was. Yeah.
Because especially when she got that bullhorn and all up in I could feel myself doing this.
Yeah. and so, like, what she do is fun-hearted, she definitely is the stunt queen, but, like, they keep fun stunts, right? Like, so, okay, fine. But if she's an actress, you expect her to be performative in some sort of way. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm saying that, like, even though they're reality stars, there's still a character that's built around whatever they're even showing us. You know what I mean? So the best thing for anybody to do is to let it play out. If you go be involved, you better figure out a way to make fun. Like I saw Lauren doing a video. It was funny, because she was kind of reading back, I guess, some of the mean, comments that she get about her looks and stuff. But she, she was being lighthearted about it.
Did you see the video of her and Porsha? I'm like, God, I didn't never really pay attention to them looking alike. When she was made, I said, it was almost like, oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she got a Porsha filter on, or what's going on
here?
Not
a Porscha filter.
So let's go to what is her name? With Drew calling Kellie Chileeee.
Chileeee, yes.
I'm like, okay, why is that? I mean, because to me, Drew is the only one trying to be like somebody.
Well, now what I'll say is Kellie and Shamia are moving like one person, one band, one sound. But I do agree that Drew is Porsha. Because again, I called it since when Drew first got there. And I
gotta go back and watch it.
A way for me to go back through our videos and go find, like those clips. But I called it out there, and I don't know, like I said, because it was something specific she did. This is not her. I don't think she was a particular ambassador at the time, but this is not her first time wearing go naked hair or doing something. It was after her first season. And I said it then. I said, she gonna end up being Porsha 2.0. And like, look, am I mad at somebody needing some assistance? And like you get, I feel like somebody was saying this on Carlos' show, like, if you in the
I think it's okay.
You're a hater if you can't do anything. See that, like, and I feel like that's
I'm not
what
saying
we're
being a
doing.
hater. I'm gonna take notes, but I'm still gonna be myself.
For sure. Now, I'm not saying you morph into that person. You don't steal their personality, but I just mean, yeah, like if somebody, like if you trying to be a millionaire and you around somebody who's a millionaire,
I'm gonna definitely
start doing some of the shit they doing, and take some notes and go some places that they going. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. But no, what I'm saying is, so the picture of her in the brown, was she getting ready to do a photo shoot, or that was for her?
Now I feel like that was a photo shoot
because it was a green screen. So was that? I was wondering if that was going to be a photo shoot for Go Naked, because she was giving Porsha.
It might be. It did look like it. It did look like it.
So I feel like her throwing out Kellie when clearly she is Porsha 2.0. I thought it was a bit much. I said, it's like pot calling the kettle black over here.
Well, I won't disagree. I won't disagree with that. But I ain't mad at her for taking notes. Cause
I'm not mad at her because
you want to get your body done. Out of everybody in the cast, you probably should go to wherever Porsha went to.
Did she go to the same one?
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm just saying it. So I'm kind of saying the same thing Kelly, was saying. I'm not sure. Because I don't feel like Porsha has been so forthcoming about her having her body done in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to admit that they got their butt done. They okay with their boobs, but nobody.
Liposuction.
Yeah, nobody really want to admit that. So
this is homegrown. This homegrown. This cornbread fed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the reason why Drew is forthcoming, because it was going to be a noticeable thing, because she is definitely not curvy.
Yeah, for sure.
She's straight up and down, hips and waist was all.
And listen, and Kelly is pretty astute to assume that she went to somebody similar that Porsha went to, because even as I see her pictures that she looks very similar to Porsha, which is different than I see the other girls coming out. Even though I kind of make the joke about, does everybody have like
the BBL and the
like a one body type, like one body that everybody is trying to get. You know what I mean?
I think they did.
Yeah,
they did. One body and one look.
Yeah, and so even with that, you kind of killed a lot of your individuality there,
Yeah, I'm so tired of the damn baby hairs. I don't know what to do.
And speaking of that, going back to K. Michelle real quick, this is another reason that she irritates me when she got to talking about, her stuff, and Andy asked, well, why wouldn't you sue the person? And which basically she can't, but at the same time, why won't you say the name? Like, why does it feel like you still in this protective mode? Like you sitting on the couch like you want to be forthcoming to women and warn them about doing stuff, but you won't even do something as simple as say that man's name so that the people will stop going to the man. Somebody, you're still doing this to people. I get 5 or 6 DMs.
That's
what the fuck is his name?
Girl, he must got something on her.
Because I was like, I don't understand that at all. Like, listen, that's how, again, I know for sure I can't be on reality TV because I cannot sit in no atmosphere where that shit is going on.
Yeah.
And y'all want me to act like this shit normal? I can't.
I would definitely say something. It was Dr. So-and-so. That motherfucker fucked me up. And this
right. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It would seem to me that you would be, having some type of advocacy about, because if the man not board certified, then he's not supposed to be, like, you're not doing anything wrong. He is,
Exactly. I didn't get that whole thing.
Why you not reporting this man? Like, hello?
So her banter back and forth with Porsha, I thought it was funny. And a couple times K. Michelle laughed. And even the joke that Kellie threw back at Drew about her being Porsha 2.0 or whatever, Porsha like or whatever. What she said, call her
the P. Willie special.
Yes, and Porsha kind of almost cracked a smile. I said, so I'm liking the banter back and forth. It just my issue. The person I do not like this season is Angela. I'm gonna let you know that point, hands down. I did not like her. I just didn't like her. She, to me, her cuts ran deep, and it seems like you are willing to want to actually destroy something that a person had. I like to have the fun shade. I don't like to see it get that dark. And then even if I had the receipts, I don't know if I would ever throw out on national TV that somebody's infidelity. I don't think I would do that, especially if we supposed to be.
I think, like my mom always said, and I do live by this too. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. So, like, it's like you said, if she had got some information like that, and if she wanted to bring it to her, she could have done that in a way that was more soft. Like, right, because like if you believe that this has happened, why would you throw it at her? You know what I'm saying? In the middle of an argument. So I agree with you. That's just wrong. You know what I mean?
Because if we go back through the episodes, when was Angela ever fun? It seemed like her whole purpose was to come in and read. Read, and that's it. Because the whole jump off of her and Pinky, which Pinky said that was her favorite part of the season.
Well, that was Pinky's only part, really, with the girls. She didn't really have nothing else, no type of other conflict.
Yeah, so she said that was her favorite part, but I thought that was Angela jumping in on some shit that was going on with Cynthia. And I just thought, and for it to get, go all the way left like that, it seems like Angela thrives on, I know I can read down, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in and read whoever the fuck.
I agree.
And I didn't like it because of even though she came out with the commingling teeth and all that kind of stuff, girl got a nice smile for real. So it just, you can read a person, but I thought it got to be with truth. So
maybe it is true. Maybe we ain't that close up on them bottom teeth. People get their top teeth. Look, people get their top teeth done and their bottom teeth be jacked up. So
she showed them. And
I don't feel like, I need glasses, but I didn't feel like I could tell. So I
got one of them big ass TVs.
If a person called their teeth commingling, then you have some crowding in your mouth. Now, whether it's bad or not, that's a whole nother story. But you got teeth
when she showed them
each other.
When she showed them, and my TVs are
and
85
because I got braces. Well, in the words of Nene, they're done.
Well, I didn't see her teeth commingling. And I
could tell from the TV screen. That's what I would say.
That screen is really big, so everything is HD. So and the only thing I hate about being HD like that, because I felt like I couldn't, but I know that K. Michelle had a sparkly underneath her, on top of her blush, and it was getting on my nerves because it almost made her face look real bumpy. And that's because I hate that. When you can see it seems like you can see all the pores in their face. I'm like, oh God. And when you watch it in HD. But I just feel like Angela was very nasty. I mean, her personality does belong on the show. Just for me, like I didn't like Kenya. I'm not feeling Angela at all. So I mean, like she's good for the show, but she's my least favorite person. And I thought the thing she did to me was kind of dangerous when you are really trying to come at somebody about some bullshit you don't even really know about and then throw it out there and know the lady's married. I mean, you know, I'm like I said, I'm all for the others, you shading her down or calling her whatever. But when we start getting in and trying to like wreck someone's livelihood or whatever or marriage, I think that's just, you know, you shouldn't, when you come on this show, you're supposed to grow. And I don't feel like I should come off the show if I'm on the show and be damaged. Where my business is worth.
Because she the one in therapy, honey.
Did you see the video of her? It looked like she was doing a green screen. I said, what is she doing? She had some video up that she was in red, and it was for a green screen for something. I said, no, they can't. Are they filming?
Well, they might be filming because I feel like I've heard rumors that they back to it. Andy already confirmed very lightly that the cast was coming back, but Cynthia was able to tell Crystal on her podcast, Humble Brag, that they coming back. So for me, that means that they probably have, if they haven't started filming, they set to start. Which that's why I say that's a good sign that they are back, that they do have a chemistry amongst them in some way. Even if K. Michelle confused me every time we give her a chance to explain herself. She takes me for a ride, honey. What they say, she need a travel agent because she is a girl. Pack their bags when it's time to hear her talk. But I think that I don't know what to say about K. Michelle, but yeah, it's a good group, and I can see them again. Yeah, again, and I feel like the only one that I am hell bent on that should not come back, it really is Shamea. And I like Shamea. I just don't think this is a good fit for her. I do think that, I don't know, I think she just let the stuff get to her head too much, and I feel like it's too far ahead. Like I'm not sure she's gonna be able to wheel it back in. I don't know. And again, because if she's not able to let go of that defense mode, I don't even know what next season looks like again. Because you still gonna be sitting in the room with this lady who you feel like you want to talk to.
So what will that look like next season?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. You know, I'm not sure. Because I don't know how she's going to be able to ease whatever is going on with her. You know what I mean? And I give it to her because we don't see Porsha behaving like that.
Oh, right.
Even when they brought up the pride thing, and when she said like, oh well, I just threw it back at her because I thought she was being shady. Like, even her response to her, you can tell that you know what I'm saying? She spoke to her like she would speak to anybody. You know what I mean? Which probably pisses Shamea off even more. You know what I mean?
Girl, I seen somebody in one post in one group, I can't remember, saying, well, I think that Shamea was secretly in love with Porsha. I said, what the?
Oh no, I don't. No. And I'm gonna stick to that. I think Angela kind of put the nail on the head last season, and I am more and more, even as I see older clips and kind of relive some of those moments that we, had as Shamea was just kind of a friend popping in and out. I am inclined to believe that, I don't know, but like calling people jealous, but maybe it is a better way. Either way, I am inclined to believe that it was Shamea who wanted. I don't even want to say wanted what Porsha had. I felt being friends, I think maybe she thought they were supposed to travel all of this together. And kind of like the Braxtons, where they've always had this, disdain because one was able to go and the rest of them, was left behind in the back of singers. That's kind of the way I see Shamea and Porsha. Like Porsha ended up being the lead singing. You just always was the background singer. And again, if you let what I feel like is you let everybody else, even though now the only reason why other people could get to you is because you clearly had those feelings too. And so as they would kind of validate the feeling that you was feeling, now it's larger. You know what I mean? Like where, so I think that Porsha brought her on the show because she did know she wanted to be a housewife. I think that was her way of getting her in there. Now, whether you actually was going to be one or not, I think it's not up to Porsha. And go back to what I said about the whole Gerald thing, like him not filming or whatever. Well, if that be the case, why you didn't accept it the first time, that still don't fall on Porsha. But I'm still confused because I feel like maybe you made up this idea that it was Gerald. Because again, here you are, and Gerald's not filming. So I don't understand why that couldn't be then, unless that was your own decision, and you just kind of sitting back, kind of letting Porsha take the fall about it, you know. But I'm more inclined to believe.
I don't think that. I guess the way I interpret it is that Gerald, from what I understood, didn't want to film, and that they required the husbands to film or whatever. And then what I understood with Porsha, I don't think Porsha had any say so of if she was going to get on the show or not. I thought the conversation between her and Porsha was that Porsha didn't really want her on the show. Not that if she got on the show, I wouldn't support it, but this is my thing, you got your own thing.
But I think that feel like a crock of bull because.
But I think Porsha admitted it though, to saying that she had her own thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't think, I think the conversations is two different things, but why she didn't get on the show, maybe, I don't know. But it did seem to me last year watching the season, I didn't know any of that shit about Gerald not wanting to film. I didn't know any of that. Only thing
none of us did, honestly. Because to be clear, none of the audience ever asked for Chileeee. Now I think it was a question, but the way that people would ask for Marlo to get a peach, Chileeee wasn't. Nobody was asking for Chileeee to come on as a peach holder.
But it seemed to me last year like when they did the intro and everything, it seemed like after, they went back, they film and then they come back and do their confessionals or whatever. They kind of set her up to be the shit, the glue is what she called it. And watching it, not knowing what was going on or whatever, just for me, when I saw it, it did seem like, well, when we first seen the advertisement that Porsha was coming back as Miss Gobadia, and Mrs. Gobadia, or however you pronounce the last name, that, she's going to come back this rich bitch with her husband. Well, things flip, whatever happened. So as I was watching the show, it just didn't seem like, okay, Porsha gets there to the party real late. And it just seems like she was not happy to me for Chileeee. That's the way I took it. I was like, maybe because her own situation.
Because I was gonna say that, like I was gonna say you might be like 1000% correct, only because I think that you could not be able to be in that moment of happiness because you was going through, like your shit. And Simon was taking her through, kind of similar to Kellie this season. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like your husband was taking you through there, and Simon was taking her through. And I'm saying that, like, what we didn't see was her lashing out at the cast, but we saw like what looked to be a little bit withdrawn. And I think I could agree with you about that, but I guess I'm saying too, overall, I think your friend that don't want to see you do well doesn't put you on, even if she put you there to stand next to her. She don't bring you for that. You know what I'm saying? If that's not what she's trying to help you get. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean, just in a nutshell. You wouldn't have been there. Now, I would say, like I said, I will say, because I've said it already, that it felt like Kandi would put her more in some type of like position where she could like be included in the group, not just as Porsha's friend. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I feel like both of them in their own way, because Kandi being friendly with Shamia also, were just doing what a friend would do. Come on. You know what I mean? Like
easy money. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I mean. Like, and again, not saying that Porsha wasn't wrong for not going to her friends with. Like, I think all of those things are true. All of these things are true. But that's why I said, like, at this point, Shamia just has to let go of the defensiveness, and it just gotta be what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing. You know, that's it.
Move on. Learn how to play the game.
Yeah, right. And the good thing is that at least the girl will talk to you at this job the way she's supposed to. So go with that. You know. Yeah.
So
figure out how to get it done.
So we have the back and forth also with Kellie and Angela. And Angela was like, first it was Kellie and Porsha. The back and forth about Simon's house. Now, which is Porsha's house, because she did a quick deed. So
they put some respect on her. And it was her house at the time, but go ahead, but Kellie, I guess she just had to, make the deed. Yeah.
So she could be able to get a mortgage. Did a quick claim deed on it. So with all that, then Angela jumps in and she said, well, who house? Hey, hello. She says to her about you cook fried chicken in Shamia's house. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But I guess because really Angela don't have a package. So she's going to have to, not saying she don't have a package, but she ain't have much going on.
Yeah,
so
she got it.
Because
two of them that really ain't had a whole lot going on when you think about it.
I say in the faces that Drew and Phaedra was giving, girl, to me, I thought the whole reunion was pretty good though.
Yeah, it was funny. It felt like old time, Real Housewives with them going back and forth. Andy not able to cut in because they just talking right over him. Yeah. Even though K. Michelle lost me, but
I thought that the ladies did well with what I said. I like the little Chihuahua. I'm gonna call her little Chihuahua Kellie, because Kellie, she ain't scared.
I ain't like the Winnipeg. What she say, sell a house. That's what it felt like. That's what I said. That's how you ain't setting no standard, because here you is in here regurgitating somebody else's read.
She said, sell a house. So how do you feel about Angela, like always kind of like jumping in, and when they're not really talking to her, but she makes it her fight?
I'll say this, because it's a reality TV show, and when you realize you didn't have a package, because what we do know is like, that doesn't mean they didn't film other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it just means it didn't make the cut, And here's the other part. Oh, we do know why Phaedra and the Jasmine Crockett didn't make it, which it is like, so Carlos explained it, and I'm inclined to believe him, because that is like a TV rule, a reality TV rule. Most of the times for a storyline to kind of carry and go, more than one person has to be talking about it, or like it has to be relevant for more than one person. And so of course Phaedra never sat nobody down and so she
should have brought somebody with her.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. She didn't sit anybody down and discuss with them, like her thoughts of running or any of that. So when they filmed it, because they're like, it was no point in them showing us that when there was nothing else to show us after that, just her sitting meeting. And even though we get some things that we kind of be like, well, what was that there? But that for sure is like, right. So I'm saying this to say, when you don't have a package, then, because the same thing happened to Giselle, then you sitting on that couch, you better make sure you chiming in somehow, because otherwise, like, you just got dressed and pretty, and honey, you sitting there for 12 hours for no reason at all, and might not get your call back, so I guess you better figure out some way, to get on in and get your screen time, So I'm talking up to that, you know what I mean?
She was getting it in.
Mm-hmm.
That I like the sparring sessions. I do. I like it. They go back and forth. Let us know how you rate this episode.
Say child typho, but Phaedra and Nene going back and forth be funny and corny too, because Nene go too far. Well, right, but now we'll see if they get Nene back on. We'll wonder if she'll come and make some type of appearance on the actual season. We know that she's gonna be on Ultimate Girls Trip when they go to Atlanta, huh? I did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of it, and I think I went to sleep.
Oh, well, I like the girls, so you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm watching.
I'm not saying it was boring. I just was tired.
Okay, yeah. And my Mount Rushmore, which I have that video up if y'all want to go see it. But my Mount Rushmore of Housewives come from the first 5 franchises. I am a woman of order. And so I don't know how anybody, even if you asking somebody who came in on season 12 and whatever season, I'm not sure how their Mount Rushmore has any other person on it that's not, part of those of the original, cast that put the Housewives on the map. Definitely Atlanta. And the reason which they said it on that show on Ultimate Girls Trip though. I see that part. But Porsha mentioned it, like OC was the first people to, sacrifice their privacy without knowing where the show was going to go, in that place. And even though it did go, Orange County came in, they was good, but then New York came and they kind of put Housewives, like everybody knew Housewives was on when New York came in. And then with Atlanta, it was like, now everybody tune in every Sunday, like it's Sunday dinner. Yeah. So, and again, and then here comes Teresa, with her stuff. So it just don't like Vicky. I got Bethany, even though Luann is there from New York, but for me, Bethany is on my Mount Rushmore, and she's still in. I think she not fucking with Bravo, so that's why they didn't ask her. Because her and Nene had did a podcast before, because she was the one who started to sue Bravo first. Bethany did. Uh-huh. Anyway, so then we got Porsha from Atlanta, but of course it's Nene. So I'm glad that whatever happened, and they figured out a way to get Nene as a cameo and to host the stuff, because ultimately, well, none of them hoes be there if it wasn't for, Atlanta. And the reason why I'm saying that, even the ones before, is because Atlanta just, they wouldn't be getting the paychecks they getting. They wouldn't be doing none of the shit that they doing. If it wasn't for Atlanta being as successful as it ended up being on its first season, again, because it wasn't like this climax, to it. It was like, bam, they came and it was it. So, like saying, and Teresa, and I got Kyle from Beverly Hills. Really, it's just because Kyle she's Beverly Hills in general. Like, she's a child star, always grew up in Beverly Hills. And even though she's not very confrontational, she doesn't have, these like memorable scenes the way that we kind of are used to. I just look at her, she's just the nucleus. She's the one, she's in charge of the girls. Everybody who come on there generally are trying to be her friend.
Oh,
Outside of Garcelle didn't give a damn, and they didn't like it.
okay.
But yeah, you know, they like I say, it's just because of her status, you know, there. And so anyway, so I'm like, I like the girl strip. I'm looking forward to watching them. I will be getting a review done for them as well. So you let me know if we want to do that together. But I am going to do a review for Ultimate Girl Strip.
Okay. Well, I'm cutting in and out or something. Okay. Yeah, I plan on watching it, so I would like to review it, but you know, life is life right now.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
So what
we gonna get into so next week what they say was they're gonna get into whatever the hell that happened between K Michelle and Shamia off camera. That's one of the things that I just like to say. K Michelle, I do hope she shows up and do more things on camera so we can see some of this bullshit you talking. Like, because right now I think it's just you and the people you got running around in your head that's coming up with all of this. But we're gonna see. Cause she ain't saying nothing about that girl's mama calling Porsha a Jezebel, none during the season.
I think I'm freezing up. But hey, what do you think about Drew asking that question then and reference the girls of the sun? It actually didn't have nothing to do with the friend group.
Say that again. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I think she wanted to know was Shamia starting shit. See, like that's the thing. Like I said about Shamia being the one that kind of, you know, ended your friendship by talking, you know, to the girls. I think everybody knows Shamia talked too much. You know what I'm saying? Like
she said it.
Yeah, you talk too much. And so the deal is, I believe you said it. Don't know why you would say that to her. Like she said, maybe she explained because they was hanging out and she dropped her off to go meet with Kellie. So maybe or Candy. So maybe she felt inclined, you know, to explain something. There goes Shamia just being too much. You know what I mean? Like, cause I don't know. Yeah, I would like to know why you thought you need to say that to her also.
Well, the way Drew was trying to state it, that basically she was making it like, oh my God. Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when she asked the question, I'm like, Drew, you know they're not talking about you guys. This situation is about the other girls over there, the mean girls of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Not y'all. So we get that discussion next week. And so K Michelle said Shamia's the one told everyone. I'm like, K Michelle told Pinky, and that's how she got out. So I don't know. But anyway, I look forward to that and to see the cliffhanger that Shamia left about who she almost got in a fight with.
Right. Well, it sounds like it's K Michelle.
It said it happened in Scotland.
Oh, okay. Well, it must have been Porsha.
Because remember when they were filming?
When it was probably at that club when we were saying like, because some of the stuff looked choppy because we couldn't tell the way that they left and everything. So look, listen.
Remember they
what you had to say, and then the next thing is you got into a fight like.
Because remember,
rocket scientists to figure that out. Yeah, Porsha was ready to go ham on your ass, probably.
Remember when they had when they were filming it, that was the talk that people were saying those two had almost gotten a fight.
Oh, I don't remember. Okay.
Yeah, that was reported back then, but you know, we didn't see any of that. Mm-hmm. But she says it in an interview on the Big Tigger Morning Show with that lady and I guess it's going to air in either episode 2 or 3, whatever. It's going to be brought up. So I'm like, okay, that wasn't something I wasn't expecting it.
That with her, because the way she bringing it up, you saying it like somebody tried to jump you, and maybe it did feel that way. But it's kind of like, girl, like, you know what you said at that table, like, eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta eat that.
You said, we supposed to use our words, not this. She said she would call the police.
Those were fighting words. Your mom told my daddy. They're like, those are fighting words.
Girl, we on TV. I don't give a damn what kind of fighting words. We get paid to be over here talking this shit. So at some point, Porsha's 45, ain't she?
Well, listen, she went to anger management, but
at some point we
tell you, Libra don't change.
At some point we got to mature enough that we ain't in our 20s no more. 30. When you down there 50, you shouldn't be out there fighting. You're a little bit too mature for that.
You might be right. And you shouldn't be out there telling me my mama slept with your daddy. So guess we both got the lesson.
And then she took it to hell too, though. So I'd like to know exactly who the person was. And there was, or could it be Angela? Because you remember she said, "Say it to my face." I thought it
could be Angela.
Very hostile right then. I said, "What the fuck going on here?" So I don't know, but that's it. All I got, girl. I gotta go to bed.
That's it for me too, honey. So listen, I'm rating I think I'm rating this part 1. I'm gonna give them about an 8. I think I'm gonna give an 8. Because I feel like they came in, outside of K. Michelle taking me for the trip, honey. But
I think you should turn up the mics a little bit because sometimes I couldn't, when they get to going back and forth, it's kind of hard to hear, So other than that, but I enjoyed it. It was
I did too. So listen, y'all, don't forget, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it out. And then we're going to be back with part 2 on next Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, same Batman time, same Batman channel.
All righty. Y'all have a great evening.
Good night.
Good night. Good morning.
Right. Good evening and good night, right?
Who asked for this?
Goodbye, Kyle.
Said what I said, and I'm not changing on it, okay?
Goodbye, Kyle.
Who asked for this?
Here comes Peter bucking up his chest at me like he gonna do something.
Goodbye, Kyle.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the taste.
Who asked for this?
It could have been a scheme that Todd set up.
Goodbye, Kyle.